Over the past 15-20 years, adventure games have come a long way. For example, the puzzles in adventure and point-and-click adventure games were almost impossible at times. They were illogical, and you literally had to look up walkthroughs for a lot of adventure games to get through. Even some of the best adventure games from yesteryears had ridiculously stupid puzzles. When it came to point-and-click adventure games or just adventure games where you use a controller, this was a fact. Over the past few years, though, with some of the Telltale titles, and of course Valiant Hearts, The Great War, adventure games are starting to come into their own. They're cutting the fat, if you will. Now, Valiant Hearts is a puzzle adventure game. It's not point-and-click, at least not the PS4 version. You control several different characters as you progress a story set in World War I, most of the time during the war, like in actual battles. You solve various puzzles to progress in the game. These puzzles could be a lot of different things, like there's physics puzzles, there are some action type puzzles where you have to throw grenades or knock a guy out when he's not looking, and of course there's also traditional puzzle elements we've grown to expect in adventure games, like finding some things and using them on other things to progress. Valiant Hearts also mixes up these puzzle elements with a lot of action, so it keeps the game fresh. The action sequences in the game are things like avoiding bombs that are being dropped on you in real time as you're escaping from the enemy, or driving really fast in this World War I vehicle as you're escaping from the enemy and dodging their bombs. The driving portions of this game are pleasantly similar to the Stampede level in the Lion King game, which is a classic. In this game, you control several different characters, and every character is a specialist in something. For example, this one guy can dig through soft earth, this guy can cut wires, and this woman is a medic, so she can heal people she sees that are wounded. Also, all these characters have the most adorable companion in recent gaming history, this World War I dog, which is probably the most useful character out of all of them, because the dog is absolutely necessary to pass huge portions of this game. Things like crawling through tight spaces, pulling a lever the dog can only get to, and also sometimes the dog is so cute he actually distracts the guards with his cuteness. Valiant Hearts: The Great War shows the horrors of war, there's no doubt about that. But it's drawn so beautifully, you will sometimes be in awe of the artwork, even in disgusting, destroyed cities where people are being killed in real time. The art style reminds me of classic 90s cartoon. It looks a little bit like Ah, Real Monsters and Hey Arnold. The story follows the characters you control in-game as they branch off from some of the other characters and then kind of meet up again later. The story is put together very well and you really want to see what happens next. I normally don't like games that take place in non-fictional worlds, but in this one it works. Valiant Hearts: The Great War hits it out of the ballpark in almost every facet of gameplay. It gets a very deserved stanburdman rating of a 9.1 out of 10. Thanks for watching. Goodbye, my friends.
What? Hey. What? Come on, man. Emil.